Tarina was counting clouds. "What do you think this one looks like?" she prompted finally to the small form sitting next to her. Her keeper's child. The irony. A horse." "And that one?" "A crab," he said disinterestedly. The kid was small, sometimes with a smile that took up most of his face. Fragile, yet to her, completely untouchable. She had babysitting duty today. Her keeper had to keep up appearances with the throne, and no sane person would trust a child with that crazy pink bastard. So Tarina watched the brat, and he got to continue to experiment with his new little toy. The day wasn't a complete wash, thankfully. The kid was easy to look after, preferring his imagination to reality. That was something they had in common. After all, it was the brat's idea to ditch chores and training to cloud gaze, and she couldn't exactly get in trouble for following orders, now could she? So they sat like that for a while, occasionally asking each other's opinions on clouds as Tarina reveled in memories of the good old days, back when she was no one's pawn, a hunter and never the prey. Soon, they would be back to that, and no one would be untouchable anymore.
It's a magical, mystical time. It's anecdotal adventures.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of City of Mist Kingmakers. I'm your Master of Ceremonies, Ashley, and these are my players.
I'm Cassidy. I will be playing Mary Kate, the Rift of Arete?
Close enough.
Tele, and I will be playing Adalaie again, this time. And she is the Rift of Nemesis.
I'm Sonya. I will be playing Jasper, the Rift of Anansi.
I'm Juno, and I will be playing Sawyer, the Rift of Libalon.
I'm Sound. I'll be playing Layla Sharp, whose rift is Lamaya.
Again, close enough.
Good enough.
And I can tell you, why don't you start your introduction?
I'm Selena, and I'm playing Leo, the Rift of...
Alistair.
Thank you.
My thought exactly.
Alistair is a god from Greek mythology.
I prefer the other Alistair.
You know what? We're talking about Has-Been Hotel in the in the chat for context here.
Vivzy is great.
Yes. And we're gonna actually pick back up with Leo, who, now that Layla is appropriately far away from him, can finally wake up from his little spell. But last time on Kingmakers, some things happened with the dragon. We don't care about that. But the party was going to investigate after they had convinced the queen to push off the sentencing for another day. And they went to the cliffs to find a private area to talk and found they had been being perhaps eavesdropped on, and went to chase after the figure into a cave as a storm begins to furiously start outside. But that is not where we are. We are with Leo, who's finally waking up from what seems like a couple weeks of being possibly comatose.
Where am I?
Locked in memories. You would know some of the stuff because you've been up sometimes. You're currently in the capital of Belinaran, Solaris, in a temple to Fallon, one of their many beings they worship.
Ah. Can I leave?
I mean, it doesn't look like there are any guards around.
I'm a dip.
Where are you going?
Preferably not here because I don't know anybody here.
Just wandering the city aimlessly?
Yes. I do be a bit hungry. I'll probably go get some candy or something.
Yeah, it's starting to rain furiously. People are scurrying off the streets into buildings as bells begin to toll throughout the city. Warning bells, it seems.
Oh, then I should probably go inside somewhere. Should I just follow someone into a building?
Yeah, there's a crowd. It looks like people are leaving certain buildings and rushing toward other ones.
Alright, so I'm gonna follow someone to a building.
Sturdier buildings.
Yeah.
There's seems like some panicked mutterings throughout the crowds of people as you're sort of caught up with a throng of people going into what it seems to be like an emergency shelter.
Probably gonna follow them in.
Okay. You go in with them? Yeah?
Yeah.
You can hear the rain and the thunder crash outside.
The weather's really nice, isn't it? I say to whoever's near me.
Whoever near you, a middle-aged woman kind of laughs nervously. Yeah, could be better.
True.
But as you join the shelter, we shift back to the other group, who is some of you standing outside of this cave, precariously facing the cliffside, as the water near you, even though the storm is raging, seems eerily calm and shallow.
Oh no.
Is it drawing back?
As if pulling away.
Mary Kate
From the
says
shoreline.
run, screams, run for high ground, and then takes off sprinting.
You guys are in a cliff right now.
We're in a cliff. I'm
On the side of a cliff in a cave.
On the highest of ground.
Oh yeah.
We need to go higher.
Mary
I
Kate
thought we had
looks down
already
at you.
started going up, though, didn't we?
Yeah, they already started to
You
go
told us, yeah, that you had stayed last time.
No, I told. I said
We started shifting away.
Yeah, before we did that, I was like, we should get up
Because
before.
You were the only person playing a character at that point in time.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm going to assume you're all in the cave and are starting now.
Okay.
Does anyone make a wall?
I did look through the caves though, so I know they get wider eventually, right?
No,
You don't know that.
you've had no opportunity to do that.
Also,
Okay.
those caves will flood.
Is there anything to grab onto?
Sawyer can control gravity and is sort of flying
Yeah.
everyone up right now, so you guys get up fairly quickly back to the top of the cliffside. But Adalaie and Jasper are nowhere to be found. They're somewhere inside the cliff. Inside the cave.
And I scoped around. And I scoped around last time for exit.
Yeah, and there's no obvious exit.
So our only choice is to go in after them or wait out the storm. And I decided you guys should not be down there because you said last time you weren't that great at climbing, and I figured if anything happened, I could fly myself out.
So are we just gonna
Wait.
You can see Mary Kate, because I think you'd be the first one to really oh no, on the horizon line.
God.
A gathering wall of water.
Does it look like it's gonna go over the cliff?
Easily. It looks huge even from a distance.
I'm gonna look at the others and be like, I want to help them, but we gotta hunker down somewhere. That's gonna breach, and we gotta go fast.
Was it a wave or is this like a rainstorm or like a?
This is like a
This is a tsunami.
megastorm.
This is a
Yeah,
tsunami.
Tsunami.
Some funky water we got.
That's how Mary Kate was able to recognize it, because when it just goes,
Yeah.
you gotta
Can I
run.
do investigation?
Sure. What are you doing?
Well, do I need investigation to look around and see if there's any point I think higher than this wall nearby?
There are higher points, but like they're like the wall. You could get to the top of the wall that surrounds Solaris.
Is that close? Or like
You're just outside of the city limits. You'd fly. It would take a minute, but you could get up there.
before the wall? Okay.
Hopefully.
No, but being on top of the wall will protect you from a tsunami. It will
But we-
help, at the very least. You need to
But
be
we
as
know
high as
we're not-
possible.
We know where the shortcut to get into the city is, though. To get back into the city is, though. They showed us.
We just
Right?
want to be as high as possible.
How high does this wave look?
This is massive.
Imagine the fifth wave.
The fifth wave?
Yes, that.
What does that even?
Actually, do I
Very.
think that if we took the shortcut, we would still be safe?
What do you mean?
Like, cause to get here, we took a magic shortcut, and they showed us where that was.
Well, we would be flying to the top of the wall, not going into the city.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do I think going into the city we would be safe?
Safer.
I would let you guys make this decision. You don't know how helpful it would be.
First dragon.
Do you guys want me to take the chance with my so powers to get us up to the wall, or do you want to try going back to the city?
We want to be on top of the wall. That's like Tsunami 101 is you want to be at the highest point possible.
Oh, okay. But you
On
you
top
know
of something
my-
sturdy.
You know that my powers change with the moon phases, and I don't know what.
Just get us
I
there
don't say that
fast.
out loud. Okay. Let's start running in that direction. Can I fly us faster than we can run?
No. You can't really fly. You're controlling gravity. It's
Yeah.
controlled floating.
Can I float us faster than that? I doubt
No.
it. So we're just gonna run.
So we run over and you float us up to the top. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you guys, from the top of the wall looking down, as you make it, can get a clearer view of what is racing toward the shoreline. There
Dragon.
is a huge wave. The sloshing white at the top cresting into view. But it's odd. There was no... You've been in the area for a little bit. There's no seismic activity that would have caused this that you felt.
It just rained a lot. Very quickly.
And rain and storm don't generally cause tsunamis.
Okay, this is weird, but we've got to keep in mind, sometimes there are earthquakes in the ocean that no one knows about until the tsunami hits.
I really think this might be a magic thing.
I'm just
No,
saying that there
it's
might
probably
be
something magic.
like a regular science explanation for this.
Mary Kate.
And it is
Like, this is kind of a-
huge. It races forward, rushing in, and there is a loud slamming crash as it slams into the wall, just missing where your guys' are standing, hundreds and hundreds of feet above sea level. Slams mere feet below you.
When that happens, if it
It
gets
slams into the wall.
Oh, God.
if it gets that close, I would have increased the gravity on us so we don't just go. If the
And it
wall-
starts to, and you can feel cracking and crumbling beneath your feet. This wall will not hold against the rage of the ocean.
Okay, guys. So, is there any other higher place?
None within sight.
And it's just still coming?
Racing in an
What's on
endless
the-
barrage of water.
What's on the other side of the wall?
You peer over the waves, wind whipping around you, the salty sea. You using your powers to support yourself into this wall, sort of cracking down into it, bracing against it. You can see another one behind this.
Is it as tall?
It seems like it.
Okay.
Oh god.
Not my character.
Hey, if you're going to address the chat, you have to read it out loud.
So Mara, Selena says, so which one of you pissed Poseidon off? And I was like, not me. Because that's normal. Messing with gravity is normal.
Yes.
I would prefer that we
Gravity is
keep...
normal.
We've been using the chat a lot lately. Say it out loud.
Yeah. Is this like within jumping, or am I gonna have to float them?
What do you mean?
Like, can we climb onto the next wall, or do I
There's no next wall. There's another wall of water coming your way.
Oh. No, I meant on the other side of the wall.
Surf
That's
the wave.
other
Surf
than
the wave.
On the city side.
yeah.
There's no other wall.
On the city side. what
No,
is
the
it?
other
Exactly.
side of the wall. There's the side
That's
facing the
exactly what's on the
ocean.
city side.
Yeah.
Get on the city side, but it would almost be safer to stay on high ground, because if that wall breaks,
The
there are
city's getting
openings.
flooded,
Already
right?
the streets are
It will
flooded. Already the streets are flooding, because there are openings in
Oh.
this wall. It's not... There are entrances and exits.
Hard to tell we're from the Midwest.
Wait, is the water
yeah.
going through some of the wait, is the water going through some of the things and just teleporting to other parts of the city?
Perhaps.
Are there buildings near us?
Are you
Do
gonna
we see
jump
people on
in
the
them?
roofs?
Yeah, people climbing on the roofs, but also you can see these like magic runes lighting up in the city and the water being sucked into them like magical sewage drains.
Incredible.
I'm gonna like wave down some of the people there on the roof and be like, what? And like shout to them, what do we do?
Yeah.
One of them looking up at you also gives a panicked, like, this is a natural disaster. There's not a lot you can do as a normal person.
Huh.
Why? I'm the only one who can do anything here. Am I not?
Try to push back against the wave.
Yeah, you can try.
That would be a stop holding back.
This is
No,
unnatural
that would be
disaster.
fighting against Mother Nature.
This is an unnatural. I don't think this is Mother Nature.
But I don't know if would Sawyer do that.
It is up to
people
you.
drowning? Are people currently drowning that I can
The
see?
city is flooding. And
Oh, yeah.
you can't see everything. The city's huge, and you have very limited sight as a human being.
But I don't see anyone drowning currently. With my limited sight as a human.
No. You can hear panicked screaming and yelling.
Mary Kate's gonna turn to Sawyer and be like, I can help you if you're willing to try and just push
Okay.
it away.
If you can help me, I can try.
I guess I will like to roll a change the game to make Sawyer better at or improve Sawyer's abilities.
Okay.
Would it be a change the game?
Mm-hmm.
9, and then others perform better around me. And there was a tag that I couldn't quite read. It was people who blank do better.
Let me find it. Oh, that would not be applicable here.
Okay, what does it say though?
Pretty... I can... Yeah, people who behave do better.
Oh, okay.
It's one of her subversion tags.
Okay. So others perform better around me. Authoritative, because I told Sawyer what to do.
You don't need much more than that. You have a 10 already.
Okay, then I'll take those 2 juices and I will, what would I do? Would I be creating a story tag?
Yes.
And then I will scale up the effect.
Okay.
A literal adaptation card is called Change the Tides. This is literally...
Yeah, this is like your thing, Sawyer. So like...
So it's a stop holding back, right? On what scale?
Significant.
I don't I need to pull up the moves.
Not my responsibility to read them to you every time.
There we go. Ah! There it is.
But because we don't do stop holding back very often, on a 7 to 9, mark fade / crack and bird all the power tags on one theme. On a 10 plus, mark fade / crack on one theme. It is only plus logos, so +2.
Roll plus only logos?
Only logos, and it's +2. It's the amount of logos cards you have.
Okay. And I don't get to add this tag Mary Kay gave me, right?
That is not how it works, nope.
Oh my god, that is just a 10.
Fantastic.
I got an 8.
Mark a fade on crack and crack. Mark a fade on change the tide. And you hold sort of the water in its place for the barest of moments, enough that it, instead of hitting the wall, kind of stumbles, hitting the cliff, and is pushed down, sending the worst of the water to the sides, away from you and your friends.
I don't have an editable version of this. Should I just retype it so I can mark fades?
Sure. And I will make a note of it on my copy as well.
It looks like we avoided that wave at least.
Are there more waves coming continuously?
Not in sight.
Okay.
Rain is pouring down. Thunder roars, and lightning flashes wildly and often. It is as Sawyer, your eyes glow and you rise a little to stop this wave, and strength fills you as the clouds part a little and you can see the full moon shining down on you.
Oh, that's a good sign.
That we switch perspectives. Down into the caverns. Where Jasper, Adalaie, and their mysterious new friend.
Friend?
He hasn't attacked you yet. You guys have a pretty low bar for friends.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, southern accent now. No,
Yeah, you guys can thank you, Adalaie. Starting to hear the rushing of water.
That can't be good.
Nope, move faster.
Go.
Well, you got 2 old people here. You can blow your horse.
Adalaie, you're old.
You're old too. Don't be
Not
playing.
as old.
Now is really not the time to be arguing semantics about age.
Very true. Let's head out of here. Oh, by the way, what is that tattoo of yours?
What, you don't like it? Not really the time! If the cabin's gonna flood, we need to get out very fast.
Yes, we do. Where can we go? How's that? Where's the out?
On the other side of the city.
Your little...
It's a very low
They're
cabin.
running.
Yeah!
Run.
I'm running.
I was just gonna turn back into a bird, because that's her easiest.
Cheating.
Fly.
So cheating. I cannot fly that. I'm not a bird.
I would turn into a fast, bird-ish thing as well.
Yeah.
With human vocal cords.
Cades is just sitting on one of your birds.
Yeah, like a fairy riding a
Yeah.
dog.
He's still a butterfly.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, from a distance, if you squint.
Butterfly with human hands.
Oh God.
And your new friend running, keeping pace behind you. Though he does have to lead because you don't know where you're going and the tunnel's blind.
Yeah.
And split off. Occasionally he'll have to shout, "Oh, not that way, not that way! That's a dead end! We don't want to go there!"
Ooh. Why is there... Did you know about this? The water incoming.
If the tunnel was going to flood, we need to, go, now.
Yeah.
But didn't you close the only way out? That one way?
There are other ways into the cavern.
Oh.
There are not a lot of ways out. But there's lots of small holes and stuff that, I guess, for you guys, there's probably lots of ways out because you can transform.
Wait, how do you even
but-
get in here?
I climbed down a cliffside and walked.
We had to turn into little creatures to get in here.
I mean, it's not
Yeah,
fun
how did you
to
get in?
army crawl through a tiny entrance, but it's not impossible.
Alright, I'll take it.
Besides, I'm a slim figure.
I was gonna look him up and down.
Ouch. I've been slain. Yeah, and you guys run or fly for your
I think
lives.
Adalaie and I would be fine if the water came rushing in. Maybe a little bit battered, but we could turn into, resilient fish or something.
You could turn into fish.
But that was
Cades doesn't look like he's having fun either, so he's like, go! Go! Hey!
Not good, not good, not good.
I'm way too old to be doing this shit.
Eventually the
You've been there for a
cavern...
while. How often have the caverns flooded? They're so close to being
No, they have not flooded
Oh.
at all, so I don't exactly have a quick exit plan here. I am trying my best to remember the layout of a very complex series of caverns.
What is this, a tsunami or something?
I was gonna look at Jasper.
What?
Please don't jinx us, honey.
It is at this moment that there is the ground around you shakes.
Oh, not good.
A couple of the passageways caves in.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, come on. Yep, keep running. There is no time to pause.
Oh no, no, no. No, 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 no. Good, not
I
good.
hate being in close spaces. Alright.
Eventually, you guys have run or flown quite the distance, and the sound of water is lesser, but there are still tremors beneath your feet every so often that keep you guys moving, and the urgency of we need to leave this cave as soon as we can. We are in danger as long as we are underground. Continues.
Oh god.
But the immediate danger of being flooded is gone. It seems. as you
Immediate
are.
danger, we should still get out of here.
Yeah, and you're still running, but pacing yourself a little more. Enough so you can walk and talk if you run and talk if you so desired.
So how long did you say you've been here for?
Like a week and a half. A week and like a couple days.
Last time you said it was a month.
Well,
Wow.
in the city.
You've been a month in the city?
No! A week and a half in the city, a month in Balanarin.
Little tips and trick. Please keep your story straight when you're trying to lie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not lying. So
Can
I
I-
don't know what you're talking about.
Can I roll for check?
Roll me investigation.
You know
What'd
how I
you
was saying earlier that I'd never get 2 6s again?
Did you get 2 6s again?
Yes.
Yay! So you start out with 2 questions.
Oh yeah, and I'd like to add, see what they are trying to hide.
Sure.
Make others feel safe. That's safe.
Yes.
Yeah, make others feel safe.
Okay, 4 questions. What are the ones you want to ask?
What does that tattoo of yours stand for? It's pretty interesting.
A dove, peace, justice, hope, I think, is in there somewhere, and a lot of things. Birds stand for a lot of things, surprisingly.
Yeah. What did you say your job was again?
I'm a courier. And an acquirer. I'm a lot of things in, my actual job is a courier, but I do a lot of things.
Yeah, what sort of thing?
Like acquire.
Acquire items.
For the gem, we were talking about the museum thing last time.
Right. Where's, oh yeah, the knife that you got for the museum.
Yes, and I'd really like to be alive to get back to them. That is the ideal. Not being drowned or crushed by rocks would be nice. Didn't sign up for that. I signed up to sneak into a city that's not friendly to,
Seems like a waste of time to just go after one thing.
I mean, you say that. The museum curators sure didn't think that way. And they're paying me pretty handsomely for it.
Question. When... Does he have, the stance of someone who's, trying to cover something else?
Does he look like he's lying? Is that what you're
Does he look
asking?
like
You want to just be forward with
covering
me?
up the truth.
You could just say lying. Lying by omission is still lying.
Lying by omission. Does he look like he's lying by omission?
He's certainly not telling the whole truth.
Okay.
There are definitely parts of his stories that he is leaving out.
Understandable, since we barely know him, but,
Yes, you have. You don't know his name yet.
What did you say your name was? That's not one of the questions. I remember he told us a name.
He might not have. I might have as the narrator afterward,
okay.
because you've seen him before in an interlude.
Oh, yeah. What does he
Eos.
have? What's the name?
Eos. E-O-S.
Eos. Interesting. When I asked about the dove thing, was that when he looked specifically like he was trying to cover things up?
Looked amused when you asked him about it. Not so much covering things up, but like when someone that smiles because they thought of a joke and you don't know what it is. That sort of amusement.
Mm-hmm. Ew.
Left here.
In your honest opinion, if a crown were to be hidden anywhere, where do you think it would be?
Well, presumably in the hideout of whoever stole it. That'd be a pretty good place to start.
I was thinking more of a location instead of just.
Well, I don't know who stole it, so I can't give you a specific location.
Adalaie's gonna bump into Jasper purposefully.
And what are you gonna do?
In bird form, you veer into each other.
I duck. Just go below.
Adalaie's gonna glare at Jasper, sort of like a communicative way, saying, "Shut up."
You gonna talk in bird to me?
No. This is the glare of
Yes,
shut
in between
up.
birds. Like, we totally know how to read bird expressions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather ask questions?
I don't think we need to be. At least not right now.
We have plenty of time. We're traveling through caverns.
Yeah, we're pretty close to the exit now.
Wonderful.
And
How
you
close
do
is the-
smell some sort of fresh air, like rain now.
Oh. It feels like we've been stuck in these caverns forever, you know?
Like a good full-on week.
You know, with all the running, it's
For
hard. It's easy
for
to
our
lose track of
listeners, we
time.
record weekly in batches of 3. So
Holding on.
but eventually the cavern begins to widen, and Eos slows his pace because you can see the exit now. And the tremors have gotten lesser as you've gotten farther and farther away from the shoreline. But you've been running for a while. Like, this has been flying, running 10, 20 minutes, bolting as fast as possible. You're a ways away from where you last were.
I hope that
I
the
hope
others.
those kids are right.
Well, it has been a pleasure.
You ain't gonna.
Nah, we're not done with you yet.
Adalai's gonna sort of hook her arm around him.
Very comically as you turn from a bird back into a person. What more do you need of me? I feel like I've answered every question you've asked twice!
Oh, please, we're not idiots.
You haven't been telling us the whole truth the entire time.
Yes, because I'm sure you tell strangers your life story every time you meet.
Actually, yes.
Right, but specifically targeting the questions we asked you, you didn't tell the whole truth.
Which
regarding those.
ones? You've asked like 30 in the span of as many minutes.
Technically only 5.
Keep in mind, you had a whole questioning session last episode. We were here too.
Yep. So what questions did he seem like he was not telling the whole truth about?
Kind of hard to tell.
In general. He just has this
Great.
demeanor.
Just
of
this
not
demeanor.
telling the
Great.
whole
I'm so
truth.
glad you decided to detain me because I don't seem trustworthy.
Look, we're also kind of concerned about your safety during this whole typhoon thing.
Yeah.
I think a little rain won't kill me.
A little rain.
Wait, can we look out above the...
Torrent.
Or a torrential rain.
Yes.
With thunder and lightning coming down every couple seconds.
Is the
A
wall on
little
the other
rain.
side?
You want to call
Can we
that a
see the
little
other
rain?
side of the-
No, you're on the other side of the city now.
Okay. On the other side of the wall as well, so we can't even see the other wall.
Mm-mm. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to wait it out.
Yeah.
Guess I'm not going anywhere after all.
Nope. I hope your employers won't be too upset. They're gonna have to wait for theirs.
I mean, they're not expecting me for another couple weeks. Because it takes a while to get from one end of the continent to the other.
Right, so they'll be waiting even longer in the end.
Hopefully only a day.
Do you know how long typhoons last?
I hope not more than a day.
Oh, honey. You're cute.
Oh no, that is very disturbing.
Those things take.
Maybe 3. At least.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And then the destruction
No,
afterwards is nearly impossible to get out of any city.
Lovely. I'm so glad we're already on the outskirts of the city and I already have what I need, so I can just go.
And yeah.
Are you detaining me and why? What have I done to you?
That's not what you've done to us.
what you could do for us.
Do you want to hire me? I have a going rate of 50 crowns a job, depending on the life, depending on how dangerous it is and how far I have to travel.
Alright. So how much was this job worth?
This one, they're paying me quite handsomely, 1,500 crowns.
For the distance?
For the distance on the job.
How far away is it?
Well, if it's
How far away is it?
It's in Andrathis, a complete other corner of the continent. Quite literally, Skyhold is on the exact opposite corner.
What if this job's local? Will you keep the price down?
Like, stay in Belanarin? There's like hazard pay then, because it's Belanarin and I'm not a Salbana.
Come on. You spend a month, you're good.
Spent a month, like, hiding and running through Mother Nature, so, like, I feel you're overestimating me here.
I mean, you've managed to make it in the city for long enough.
Yeah, a week and a half. It's not saying much with the cloak and being able to studiously look down at people's feet.
This is just a short job, more or less.
Well, okay, I'll hear you pitch. What's your pitch?
We are looking for a lost tiara.
I am not helping you with one of the most politically, like, sensitive issues.
This is a tiara, not a crown.
Hey, there's a difference now, isn't there?
Yes.
Excuse me, you were so hyper-focused on accusing me of a crime I didn't commit.
Hey, maybe you didn't commit it. You'll need some help looking for it.
I feel like there are other people you could ask to do this.
And you're more convenient.
You're
No,
not
I'm
convenient.
not! I am actually... No, I am not.
Right here. You're right here.
You're here.
Convenience.
Oh, God.
And I mean, you've made it quite obvious you're good at sneaking around. So,
You're perfect for the job, aren't you?
I wish I was better. I wouldn't be having this conversation.
Uh-huh.
I have the right to say no.
I mean, you do. It doesn't mean we have to
And let's see,
keep that, right?
500 crowns.
Cool.
You have that much money?
No, can you repeat that, please?
500 crowns.
Will you take pure gold?
No?
No?
Crowns are pure gold.
No. I mean more than that.
Well,
I
if
mean,
you could I could measure it in pounds for you,
Yeah.
and that it'd still be a lot of gold.
Adalai's gonna twirl her necklace a little bit.
He doesn't seem all that enamored by it.
No, this is just her comfort thing.
Oh.
Look. You've already admitted, like, you're not from this plane of existence. You've only been here for, like, a couple months. I don't think you have 500 crowns in your possession.
How would you like to be the king?
No! No, thank you! Absolutely not! I am a courier. I do jobs for other people. I am not a leader, and I do not want that responsibility.
Yeah, I thought I'd offer.
Nope. Gag reflexes kicking in.
Chat.
Imagining me
No.
in a position of power.
You know, if you, like, we actually do have the choice to choose whoever we want, right?
You're like Kingmakers, as far as I'm aware. That is like the thing.
Right. So we could easily choose you.
Enforce?
Blackmailing me to work for you with the right that people would literally kill for.
Yes.
Do you want to be a
Deal still no. There's supposed to be some trials to get that. I could just purposely fail. You lose your vote. I don't have to be in any position of responsibility. It's a win-win.
We have leverage. We have luck. Literally, 2 people can give you luck on that and make sure you don't fail.
If it's luck for me, it would be luck of I don't want to be it, so it would be luck to
Nope.
fail faster.
I mean, we do have ways to.
Look, you've really lost any moral high ground you think you started with in this conversation.
Oh, please.
So, like...
Moral high ground here. We lost that long ago.
It seems like the storm's less dangerous than you fellows. Maybe I should just take my chances up there.
Oh.
What are we gonna do? We're two old people. Harmless.
That is the biggest, fattest lie I have ever heard in my existence. And I have lived quite the existence, thank you very much. I have pretty much travelled everywhere, so I've heard a lot of lies.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Run away from us and have us stumble after you?
I mean, yes, that was the plan. If you want to turn into birds, that'd be quite difficult to chase after me in the rain.
There are some other...
There are other creatures.
I'm sure I could see you get creative, which would just be a blast and a half, but like, no. You seem very confident in my slipperiness. I'll be confident in mine as well. I think I could get away from you.
So you're sure you know nothing about the crown or where it is currently?
I've told you all my opinions about it.
That is not a direct answer. Is it a yes or a no?
I'm pretty sure I've told you everything, so yep, that's all I have.
Again, that's not a direct
I
answer.
just said
Do you
yes!
know?
Yep! No, I don't know anything more. Yes to I've told you everything.
How strong is the wind?
Barely.
Adalaie would like to stumble forward and summon the Cane of Truth as he bumps into him.
Gonna try to poke him with a cane of truth.
Yeah, as she stumbles forward.
He will move out of your way. Seemingly
Okay.
against most people's will to, like, help an old lady who stumbles. He, like, nope, no. Steps away.
Do you have such an aversion to helping old ladies?
I have an aversion to being stuck with a cane of taking away willpower.
It's not
I don't
cute.
think we ever mentioned that.
No, I told you that I've been, like, you were in the city doing stuff. So is I, and you guys are, like, really obvious. You stand out like Sonya. Like, really. So I may have overheard something happen there.
Why are you so adamant about not being alone?
I like my secrets, thank you very much.
Right, what if we just ask you one question and then you can fall away? That's it. The one question will be, do you know
And as you guys are, I feel like you're slowly eking closer to him, his back to the storm, and you guys are, like, basically coming up on him on two different directions. Practically like the football tackle.
Yeah.
When a voice comes back from behind you. Hello? Is someone there? There are some footsteps coming from behind you.
Kate, who's there?
It looks like a girl.
I'm not turning around.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm not going to describe her unless you turn around.
Turn her around.
I keep my eye on, Leo.
Oh, I thought I was the only one down here. The ground got all mushy up above and there was like a sinkhole and I fell through.
Oh, man.
It was right scary.
You're making this really hard.
Question.
Hello, little shiny child. What is your name? My name's Annie. What you all doing? Currently, I'm being ganged up on by, like, old people, and it's very strange. I think this might be the weirdest experience I've had in my life. Like, at least it makes the top 5.
Ooh, what are the other ones?
What's
the top one?
I think the top one, it's a story. I would be happy to tell you that if that's your question. I can tell you that one.
I love stories.
It's quite the story. Sure. if you've ever been to Andrathis, it's already a weird city, okay? Like, it's a weird, like, kingdom. It's not technically a kingdom anymore, but semantics. Weird city. There's some, like, strange people. And there was one, it was, like, uncanny, man. Like, seriously, I was listening to, I think it was a storyteller. On a street, and I didn't even hear what he was saying. And I thought it was like the funniest joke in the world or something. So I just burst out laughing. I didn't even compute in my brain what he was saying. Oh. It was weird, but it does, like, that's not the weirdest thing, right? It wouldn't have made the top 10 if it was just I had a sudden giggle fit, because sometimes that just happens to me. I giggle a lot. I'm a laughable guy.
Would you call it manic laughter?
Huh?
Would you call it manic laughter?
I would call it laughter that I, like, real hearty laughter that, like, I didn't mean to have, but I kept walking, right, because I had a job, I was doing my career thing, and, like, I couldn't stop. It's the weirdest thing. So, eventually I did stop. I figured I had, like, a laughing fit, which is not great, but, you know, it's good to, laughter lightens the soul or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I found out about this whole thing going on in Andrathis. I'm not Andrathis native, right? So I don't know all their myths and culture real well. But apparently, every so often, they have this, like, rumour called some sort of spirit. I forget what they title it. That, like, taunts the streets. And if you're travelling alone by yourself during, like, a specific season, it'll follow you around. And occasionally, if you're good-hearted, it will, like, have good things happen to you and you'll be fine. But if you're bad heart, or, like, neutral heart, I guess, if you're not good, anyway, it will, like, kill you. In, like, various macabre ways. And I found out after, and I got a little bit concerned, because I was like, oh, I already have strange things happening to me this week. I don't need any more. Usually I'm not one for superstition, but there's something about it rang a little true, you know?
Yeah.
And for the rest of the week, weird things kept happening to me. Nothing bad, but just weird.
Like? What sort of thing?
I don't know, like, things being there when they weren't before. Like, I was staying at a inn at the time, and I got room service that I definitely didn't order, and they said they was already prepaid for, which was nice, but they said they thought it was paid for by me, which definitely wasn't.
Huh.
Because
And
my
you think
poor coin
that
purse
spirit
was...
following you around?
I don't know. Someone was doing good things for me all that week, or at least strange things.
Huh. That is very interesting.
Yeah. Right, weird. That's really interesting. Annie will say, coming into view now.
Annie.
Do you now just realize?
She is a short redhead. Salbana, so she has little dark eyes. A little on the younger, wearing regular, like,
Wait,
peasantry clothing.
Is she trapped in a pit? And we're, like, outside of the pit or something?
No, she fell through the sinkhole into the cavern and walked her way out.
Oh, okay. I see.
But you guys start to set out this storm. What are the rest of you doing? As it has turned into a storm, like a rainfall, like it's not safe to be outside anymore, type deal. And there are no more tsunamis, it seems, on the horizon.
So we're
up on the wall now?
Yep.
I'm gonna look at Sawyer. Any chance you wanna, like, put us down on the ground?
Yeah. Or maybe not on the ground. How about I take you to a roof?
So we can go inside a building?
Yeah, it's still flooded,
I mean,
right?
that's a good idea. That would be the best idea. We should get inside
he'll
now.
probably do that. He'll take them down. Is it, like, hard for him to float because of the rain? Or is he doing it fairly easily because of the full moon?
It's pretty easy with the full moon.
Okay.
There are marketed shelters, because this is a city positioned very near to the shoreline. occasionally severe weather does happen, so there are marketed places for severe weather stuff.
I want to go to one of those places.
Yeah.
I wanna go to the one of the more fancy places with the people who've been sheltering us and stuff, because they're
One of the temples?
yeah. If they're not flooded.
It seems like they're empty, like everyone has gone to a shelter.
Okay.
Because the shelters are magically protected, it looks like. Or at
I'll
least
just
has some of the
drop-
same magic that is made up of the city's streets, like the drains and such.
He wants to drop them off, and he wants to go look at the cave side where they disappeared to.
It is caved in
Okay.
when you find it.
When
Do I
Sawyer
still have
comes
any
back.
questions on that?
Hmm?
Do I still have questions on that? I think I have one or two.
Sure. What do you want to ask?
Well, I can't do like echolocation kind of thing with my gravity powers again.
Nope.
That didn't work. So I guess, do I think that this kind of damage is sustained throughout the entire cave, or is it?
At least the
just,
more
like-
fragile parts where it got skinny, and you don't know. You don't know how big the cave is.
Okay. Just gonna assume they're all right and head back, I guess.
Okay. But eventually the storm passes. It's still raining, but it's not torrential anymore. Well, now I think I could actually stick out with the weather, so like I'm gonna go.
Right.
As soon as it reduces, all of us want to head to the cliffside.
Yeah.
Figure out what we're gonna do.
Can I try to lift the rocks from the cave-in with the gravity?
You can.
Gravity up there?
It seems pretty like severe cave-in. Like this happened through a large majority of it.
Could you help us
Do I
find our
So
friend?
you would notice as you lift up some of the rocks, they have scorch marks on them. Like some of this wasn't from the shaking and trembling and breath of the ocean.
Float those up here. Float those up here.
I think we should try to go farther in.
None of us can really do anything. You're the only one with the
Hey,
ability
Leo,
to like.
I'm gonna. You investigate this. I'm gonna try to go farther in.
I guess I would like to
Yeah.
roll investigation on the scorched rocks.
Okay, but I'll keep with Sawyer for this moment. What are you trying to do as you go farther in? There's a pretty intense cave-in throughout everything, so like it's hard to move around here. Like it's pretty. Like this is not a cavern anymore. This is all part of the wall, pretty much.
Yeah. Just like really lifting it just enough so you can like dart under it before, and then like letting him down and trying to get through. And seeing like, does the scorch mark thing, is the scorching on the rocks continuous throughout?
For a little bit, yeah. It does seem like they continue on some of the rocks deeper in as well.
He's just gonna try to like. I mean, he kind of wants to find out where this cave goes, because his friends, I mean, are. But do I think, is there any way I could get someone else in here with me, or do I think it would only?
It would be exceedingly difficult.
Okay, so it'd be better to just go.
You're already continuously stretching your powers. You've been using them pretty continuously.
Yeah.
You're reaching your limits.
So I don't think I could go much longer.
Yeah, this is pretty exhausting work.
What was Kate's tag? Amplify, right?
Yeah, it made
Is
your
that
magic
enough?
stronger, but that was to like.
Stop the wave. But I hadn't used it for the wave, I guess. I'm still running low on magic.
Yeah, it's just you've been continuously using a large quantity of your magic to do huge things. So, you're tired.
He'll shout out, like, guys, I really want to go farther, but I'm super exhausted.
What are Adalaie and Jasper doing?
So, could you help us find our friends? You're so good at finding stuff.
I mean, if they're back the way you came, why don't you just go back the way you came?
Jasper
Through the
doesn't.
tunnel.
Your eyes are pretty weird. No offense.
They are,
Oh no,
aren't they?
they are.
Yeah, it's
What is his eye color
weird.
again? What's his eye color again right now?
Eos is kind of lavenderish.
And what? He's not, why are your eyes purple?
I don't know. Ask my mother.
Oh, you should not have given me that material, boy.
I can do that too. I turn my eyes purple.
Yeah, you're shapeshifters. That's hardly like... You turned into birds earlier, so like...
I can't do it.
It's an interesting variation between your two abilities.
Well,
This
yeah.
is basically up to the imagination. I could be creative.
Fascinating. You guys can transform into stuff. Show me!
Yeah.
Adalaie's gonna turn into a
You're
unicorn.
gonna turn into that monstrosity
No.
again?
She's
Oh,
not
good.
gonna scare the little child. She's gonna turn into a unicorn.
So pretty!
I'm gonna stay with Eos.
Is there a way I can learn to do that? That's so cool!
I'm
It's more of
afraid
something you're
not.
born with, I think.
Yeah.
More magic out of reach.
Sorry.
It's not a problem.
Hey, Emmy, is that your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a home somewhere we should take you to?
I live just outside of town, in a farmstead. It's not that far, I can walk back myself. Thank you, though.
I don't know, with it being so dangerous after a storm, I'm not sure we'd want you to go alone.
Oh, right, I feel so rude. You could come stay at my house if you wanted.
I think we'll be fine. I just want to make sure you're fine.
I'm a big girl, I can handle myself.
Alright.
Alright.
How old does Emmy look?
A young teenager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A tween.
Alright.
Sweet.
Somewhere between 10 and 13.
Oh.
If you say you're alright walking back home, that's alright.
Yeah, and she will ready this sort of satchel bag that she has on her and start marching off in a direction. But as she does, Eos gets a weird look on her face as she adjusts the saddlebag, and suddenly his eyes widen. He's like, "Holy shit! Wait!" And she starts sprinting. As soon as she gets outside of arm's reach, she starts sprinting. Shit! And she starts running after him. It's fine! Nothing! He keeps running.
Jasper and Adalaie.
And
Both
she
turn into
If
birds.
they
She
don't-
turns, and you watch as the little girl's form fades away to reveal a red skin, long black hair, huge devil-like wings. You can lose us! And she
God.
takes off. Shit! And Eos readies some, like, his hand crackles with energy, and he shoots off like a lightning bolt. Missed me! Missed me! And she starts running and, like, flying into the horizon.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn into a bigger bird that
Like
Eos
this,
can jump on.
Cades will drop his butterfly form at this point to turn into, like, a full-size person and fly after him. Oh, no, you don't!
Alright, well,
Right on, kids.
Hey, if there's two Faye, at least one of us doesn't look so unnatural, right?
Alright, I'm gonna turn into a bigger bird that Eos can jump on. And Eos, get on.
Oh, thank you! After! Stealing important things!
Woo, let's go.
Yeah. Adalaie's following.
And the rain
job.
makes it hard to fly.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, it's still raining.
As you soar through the air, veering forward, Ene seems like a fast flyer and an experienced one. As she veers low and then high and then low and does tricks to avoid you guys. You can see the little red string that marks her as a familiar, though.
Familiar? How odd.
Not
What is
really.
in that bag that got you going, Leo?
Bag, some of my stuff! Left in the cave!
Adalai's gonna look back at Jasper with, you think I'm thinking? Uh-huh.
It's my little dove bag. It has a little dove embroidered in it. It's one of the things I was going to go back for.
Yeah. Well, let's try to go fast. Wait, does manipulation mist mean I can... Like, what does that entail specifically?
You can create illusions, basically.
Alright.
Create another wave.
Can I create the illusion of a wall appearing in front of the...
Yeah, you do so, and she'll veer to the left of it.
More walls, just stopping her.
She
Making her
doesn't
turn
really
around.
know your abilities, so she's dodging and weaving through them.
Trying to corral her more towards back after the walls, you know?
Eventually she'll raise a hand and it'll light up, and a fireball gets shot at the wall and it goes
Well, then I'll
through
make it
it.
look like it's burned.
You make it look so she can,
Yeah.
but she flies through the burning one.
So she still thinks it's real.
Yeah, and continues to fly in one direction.
Not good.
Fuzz
I
off!
don't have...
No!
No. Strong emotion. Can I attack her with strong emotion?
You can certainly try, but the Fey mind is a little alien. And the way they feel emotions is a little bit
It's
different.
the emotion of hopelessness. Can I try?
You can certainly try.
Do I have to roll for that?
Yes, this is a hit with all you've got. Mental.
Yep.
You guys are being pretty obvious and flashy, and the fireball doesn't stop when it hits the ground, like the wall. It keeps traveling and blows up stuff on the ground.
Oh no.
You guys still on the other group? You still on the wall? Or did you really go take shelter?
I went back to the wall. I'm looking around for stuff.
Yeah, so Sawyer, you
I got a
probably...
6.
This is after the storm, though, so you guys are cutting back to the cliff. You guys on the cliff, you hear the sound of an explosion in the distance.
Okay, that's a pretty good sign. I'm pretty sure we are the
Oh,
most
yes, that's a
explosive
good
people we
sign.
know.
Yes.
You're muted. You're muted.
You're muted. I got a
Kate would
6,
like
by
to
the
pull
way.
out her noisy toys and like blow the whistle and like do the whirring noise as loud as she can and be like hopefully they can hear us.
You guys
I'm
can
gonna.
hear this in the distance.
We're not gonna go that way.
Yeah.
Sawyer takes off in that direction.
I
Do
got
you
a 6.
leave your friends behind?
I'm like, come on, guys.
And Kate looks down this straight
Flies
cliff and
them with him.
Yeah, your friends can't fly!
Levitates
I got
them
a 6, by the
over.
way.
What did you get?
I got a 6. I'm gonna add strong emotions of hopelessness, a little bit of everything, organized thinking, and Is that the unexpected? Is that what it's supposed to say?
Mm-hmm.
The unexpected.
Sawyer would
Okay.
like to fly closer to the moon.
You send some of your thoughts forward. What two would you like to think? To send to cover secure position. You get them good or get many of them. Control the collateral damage. Hold the target's attention. Gain the upper hand.
I'd like to, where is that? I would like to get them good. Superior position. I cannot talk. I can only do 2, right? Yeah. Get them good in superior position.
Okay. Well, you can't see her expression because she's quite far ahead of you.
Right. I was hoping that hopelessness would make it slow down.
Doesn't seem like it.
Sawyer's gonna float them down so that he doesn't have to focus so much magical energy on them, so they can run.
Yeah,
And then
you get
try
it.
to get up
You get
closer.
it in distance. You can start to see the forms in the distance of them zipping around in the sky.
And then
It's
he's
much-
gonna get
it's much-
closer to the moon.
It's much faster than you can fly.
Yeah.
You can.
Adalaie would like to use Angel of Justice.
What are you trying to do? Hit it. Like, use a move. Don't tell me tags you're using. I
Yeah.
can't.
Angel of Justice brings on Karma. Good or bad. And in this case, Adalaie's choosing bad for this person.
Okay. Pick a
Are you hitting it with all you got?
Yeah, enough to give some psychic damage.
Yeah,
So hit it with all you got is the move.
Yeah.
Gotta encourage you guys. Not rely on me completely for the mechanics of the game. I can only spin so many plates.
Okay. Let's see what I get. I got a 4.
Adding anything?
Yes. Tactful Persuasion, Blissful Presence, Heavenly Persecution, and the Look. That gives me 8?
Do what?
8.
Okay. 8 is pick 1.
Okay. Get him good.
Okay. Doesn't seem like she falters. Gonna have to try harder than that!
If a seagull just fly into her face.
It is karmic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say the wind is still kind of whipping about. So she flies low to the ground, doing one of her area moves, just try to get Cades off of her, because Cades is probably when he's in full form, one of your faster flyers. But Cades is right on her, so as she veers up, he grabs her boots and slams her into the mud. And she goes rolling, but she gets up and starts flying again. Now covered in mud.
And we can see them now?
Yes.
Or only Sawyer?
All of you.
Mary Kate,
Kate's gonna
I'm really tired. This is you.
She's gonna look around and then be like, I can't fly, but then start running after them.
Adalaie's gonna bring out her blue heart.
What was your blue heart weapon?
It was throwing knives.
Right. Gonna try to chuck a knife at her?
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Adalaie's gonna activate it by saying pancake, because I actually remember my word unlike other people.
I remember my word.
No, I'm looking at 2 people here.
Trellis, chocolate.
Not you.
I got it.
Anyways.
I don't think I ever established one of mine. I did actually.
So Adalaie's gonna activate her blue heart throwing knives and sort of aim and try.
Go toe to toe as she turns back and sends a fireball.
Okay.
Not at you, specifically, but just to stop the knife.
10.
Okay.
Wait,
so
that's magic. Doesn't the blue heart work against that?
yeah, it's going close, like it's getting sucked into the blue heart weapon.
It's gonna turn into a flaming weapon.
Yeah, that's kind of how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
I gave you all blue heart weapons for a reason. So you rolled a 10, so you can already just choose 2 if you don't want to add any more power.
Yeah.
You manage to achieve your goal, you get them good, you block, dodge, or counter their best attempts. I would suggest
Choose my
NA,
goal.
as a familiar, cannot hurt you. So,
Choose my goal.
yeah.
Cannot hurt us. Yes.
Can't block, so
You don't.
Achieve your goal and then get them good is what you should do.
I'm gonna say
Since she can't attack you.
the knife is thrown with such precision that it burns the clothes, catches it, and sends her to the ground because she's not that far from it.
Am
And
I
she
close
hits
enough to her to just jump on her?
At this point, yes. You could just.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have you roll. You just bear tackle her.
I want to wait till she's like getting up, and like I'll even pause and like on my tippy toes, and then like horizontal
See,
tackle
that's
her.
the karmic retribution kicking in.
I was a bitch.
And her name is Mary Kate.
Yeah.
Sawyer landing
Let
like
me go.
out of breath.
No.
Stupid.
I'll land.
Go.
Why are we doing this?
She has the crown.
Okay, and then so Mary Kate will go and like steal it from her bag, like open the bag and like try and get the crown.
Okay, keep your
You
hands on
don't
that.
find a crown, but you do find a big jewel, a ruby, that's shaped like the sun, about the size of your fist.
I'm gonna look at them and be like, this doesn't look like a crown.
No,
Just
crown
take the
doesn't
whole
look
Hold
bag.
onto it
Just
tightly.
take the whole bag.
Take the whole bag.
Okay,
crown
I
is
get
It's
one
my
bag.
stuff! Give it to me!
No, it's
Whose
not.
stuff is
Yes,
this?
it is! Yes, Waxford, that is entirely my stuff!
No,
It
is
is.
this yours too?
Yes, the bag even has a matching tattoo! Look, he pulls up the bag and it has a little stitched dove that matches the tattoo.
I
Wait,
like
was this
stop.
stolen? Was this stolen?
Yes.
Did you steal this?
No! I bought it! With money!
bought it.
Yes!
Do you have a receipt?
What are receipts?
Like proof of purchase?
Or
Adalai's gonna tackle Eos.
Hey!
Mary Kate, here. He'll hold up his hands.
Do not
No,
talk
Whack him
that.
with
Keep
stick.
it. I'm confused.
No, because you're holding the. I can look through the bag while
Look,
you.
I'm trying to be
hold her.
really good-natured here, but that is my bloody stuff.
Yeah,
Get
it is
off
bad.
of me!
I only opened it because I was told there was a crown, and clearly there's no crown.
All
And
right.
the man says he bought it, and she like. Mary
Well,
Kate
not
was,
with
like,
my
looking
money, the museum's money, but that's like a different thing.
Does Mary Kate
I-
recognizes him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as a guy who's been
Mary
following
Kate will
us.
like be like going to hand him his stuff, and then like look at him, and then be like, "Wait a minute."
Oh no! What is it now?
You
Mary-
you were stalking us.
Do you mean
I
did
saw
did I
you.
casually spy on the people who are the only other people with regular eyes in the whole city? Yes, I did.
But when you phrase it that way,
Mary Kate would like to roll investigation.
He's gonna shrug off Adalai's tackle. She's like, get off of me.
Nope.
Yes!
Adalaie just made herself heavier.
I will exercise my right to fight back. Please get off of me.
How do I get off of him? We don't even know.
We
if
can
he's
have a
guilty of
regular
anything.
conversation. Yeah, you're really you really want to accuse me of a crime, which is strange, but okay. I'm a bit shifty, whatever. But
More than a bit. You've been stalking us for like a day and a half. Like,
you were on the road for First of all, I saw you
Adalai's
twice.
off now.
I don't think casually seeing people twice sounds as shocking.
You
well,
were
you were
hiding
there,
in
and
the
then we
room.
saw you, and then you weren't there. That's a little shifty, dude.
Do you mean because I was walking to a destination like a
weren't
normal person?
walking. Mary Kate
Kate's gonna toss him a look and be like, "No, you were there. and then poof. Not just, oh, he walked away in the crowd.
Well,
He was there, and then you were not there.
I don't have teleportation stones. They're very expensive, out of my price range, so I can't.
And this
do
gem
that.
isn't.
That's the museum's price range, not mine. I'm a courier. We could talk about this instead of
So
being.
the museum stole the crown.
I'm already off. I don't know what
Hey,
you're slugging off there, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
I rolled
Can
an
I-
8. I would like to add.
Are you still restraining, NA?
Yes,
I'm watching. I'm watching.
I'm restraining her, and I'm gonna turn to her and be like, "What? Why exactly did you want that bag?
Why did I want a shiny thing? Are you daft?
Just because it's shiny?"
Okay, yeah, you're daft. Okay, that explains it.
So you were stealing from him. And with my investigation, I can easily get it to a 10. I rolled an 8 to begin with, and her thing is investigation.
How many tags are you adding for questions?
I only want to add 2, enough to get it up to a 10. So everyone trusts me and smooth talker.
Okay, 2 questions.
So does he look like he's telling the truth? Is he telling the truth?
Bought that gem with money?
No.
You're lying.
Okay.
Mary Kate's gonna be like, did you steal the gem?
No.
Is he lying?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't believe you, respectfully. So I'll give
Okay.
you this. I will hand him his bag back, but I'm gonna keep the gem.
Just take my bloody stuff.
You're lying to me.
I'm not, but thank you.
You are.
There's
I'm not.
probably more stuff in
You
the
are.
bag, though.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
I'm very good at this. You are lying to me.
I am also very good at this. I am not.
No, being stubborn doesn't make you good at it. You are lying to me.
No,
So
I
it's
think
not
being
the
stubborn
foot.
makes you pretty great. No. Ow! Shit!
You gotta
so you
look
stole the
away,
gem.
buddy.
So you stole the gem.
Not directly. Shit.
You didn't purchase it.
Nope. God.
And you're a courier. Is that your code for a smuggler?
I am in fact a courier. That's what I do for you.
Well, I'm gonna hold on to this, but you can
Did
have
you
the
steal the
bag.
crown?
Yeah. Well, the stick's on you. Did you steal the crown?
Part of it.
Oh.
I'm gonna need that bag back.
You're currently holding it, so
The crown or the part of the crown?
the part of the crown.
Do you know where the rest of the crown is?
I threw it in a river.
Why did you throw it in the river?
Well, I was hoping someone would find it and give it back, so I wouldn't have to.
Which river? Which river?
One of them? There are a lot. This is like a city of water. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Why did you
It
want
does,
only this
actually.
part of it?
Preferably to throw that against a rock and destroy it.
Why?
Why?
I have reason to believe that someone cursed it.
Oh.
And I wouldn't hold on to it for that long. There's a reason I didn't keep it on my person.
Mary Kate's gonna look slightly panicked for a second and then be like,
Sawyer,
no,
I
no,
can't,
I'm not
I
gonna give it
can't
to you.
right now. I've been stabbed by a stick of truth, so...
So you have reason to
Just
believe
put it in the
it's
bag.
cursed.
just
Why
put it
don't
in
we
the bag.
just do what the man said and smash it with a rock if
No!
it's cursed?
Well, it has to be destroyed in a specific way or it'll get a lot worse, but metaphor.
Put it back in the
What
bag.
does it do? What?
Reason to believe not good things. Probably make you crazy.
And do you
Over-
think this affected the ruler?
Period of time. It's recent. It's a recent enchantment.
And I'm gonna turn to look at Adalaie. So you're confident your cane of truth makes it so he can't lie at all.
For the most part.
Okay, so
What's
he's
the
telling truth.
loophole?
If you don't know the loophole, I ain't telling.
Shit.
If I had to guess something, it'd be like you can lie about something if you genuinely think that it's the truth.
Yeah.
So you stole the crown from the room, took that piece off, and then threw the rest of the crown into the river.
Yes.
So why don't we uncurse it and then you can return this piece like a good person?
Oh, I don't really think you
Somewhere.
want to return that.
Why not?
The uncasting will destroy it. Pretty sure. It might not, and that'd be great too. But like,
Okay, I'm gonna
so
tell
how
the others
exactly
and
did
be
you
like,
go about stealing the crown?
Who do you think cursed it, and where did you come across that information?
One
Oh, good
question at a
question.
time. How did you get around to stealing the crown, and how did you get it cursed?
I think we need to just redirect.
What did you roll for?
what do you mean? The DM doesn't roll in this game. I don't know what you're talking about.
no, I'm curious, Adalaie, how thick is the point at the end of your cane of truth? Because it can't just be like a little poke. It's like a walking like.
Donk.
It depends
So it's
on
like
how
a-
much I hate the person.
So you can change how big and pointy it is.
Yep.
The
How
pain.
big was it?
At this point, it's like being... Have you ever had a big jar of jam fall on your foot?
I want to cry. That hurts. No, and I'm imagining you poking people in the shins most of the time, which makes it
No,
so much more painful.
I don't make it hurt if it's people I tolerate.
Okay, so Eos, how exactly did you go about stealing the crown?
The easy way?
Wait, does he
Which
not
was?
respond to my question?
Well,
Well,
I'm
my
gonna
question
answer
was
them
that.
one at a time. He can't answer 20 at once. It's not how it works.
Mary Kay audibly giggles at that. And is like, yeah, the easy way. Duh.
And he realizes he like goes to keep answering, and then he stops and is like, "Huh, that's a loophole. If I'm honest, I don't have to continue talking. Thank you."
Hmm?
The easy way.
What is the easy way?
Shit.
We can't ask you to
Well, but-
elaborate.
Eavesdropping. Some disguises. Do not grant them. And
Were you the maid that
Hold up, wait,
Guys.
Okay, guys.
do I look like I could
Sonya.
pull off a maid's uniform? Actually, now that I think about that, I probably could. But
Mm.
Is that a
he was
ruse for the
prince.
future? Is that stocked
Please.
away in your...
yes.
He was the prince.
Did you disguise
Were you
yourself
the
as the
prince?
other prince?
No, I would not. Why would I put myself in a position of like such scrutiny? I just came in like one of the street people, disguised myself as like one of the staff, and walked around for a bit.
And then
Wait,
went
did
in
you
there and
happen
broke
to
it?
disguise yourself as a female staff with this description?
No,
Give the-
I did it the easy way. I literally like the amount of effort I put into this was very much little.
That is not.
Did you
a
break
good...
all the breakable things in the room, in the study room?
Yes, because I couldn't figure out which one it was, and I am the definition of unlucky. It was literally the last one I broke. Do you know how impossible that is? Every time I broke something, I was like, they're gonna hear me. They didn't. Thank the Lord.
So you had
And
to do
then
it to the
you-
whole room.
The amount of glass cuts I had to bandage.
Aw, poor baby.
But
And where exactly
seriously,
was
how did
it?
you come
You
across the
tried
knowledge?
death by 1,000 cuts. It's not fun.
How did you come across the knowledge that this was cursed, and who told? And who did you think
Yeah.
it was that cursed it?
A friend told me, and I didn't know.
Oh,
What's the name of this friend?
Flip,
Making the DM look through notes.
flip, flip.
Flip, flip. Flip, flip.
More flips.
This is
Oh,
the
flip.
flipping song. We can sing it all day long. Flip, 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 flip.
That has to be a thing now.
Zenny.
Jenny?
Do we
Is that their
recognize
whole
that
name?
name?
Is that their whole name?
That's the name I know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so a very close friend then.
Yes, I would actually describe ourselves as quite good friends.
Can we poke the Fae with the cane of truth?
And
No, you gotta
this
take it off
guy?
of this guy.
No, like
You know how
later.
hard it took.
So hard to
How
get
hard
it
it was for me to poke
And
him.
I will continue to make it harder.
And so will I.
Does he do a jig or something?
I am very good at dodging.
Yes.
I'm really good.
So you took the crown. Can you?
Mary Kate would like to pelt him with something.
He dodges.
So if we were to take you around the city, you'd be able to point out where you threw the crown.
No,
Why not?
I don't remember.
God's sake, can we just bring him to testimony?
We're going to have to, but I mean, there was a fierce.
Why don't we
tsunami.
help him
Mary
uncurse
Kate,
it
are you
first?
still holding on to that gem?
Yeah.
Sawyer
I need you
would
to roll me and take the risk.
You don't remember where you threw it.
9 plus incorruptible 10.
Fantastic, that applies. You felt something pulsate from the gem, though.
Mary Kate's gonna take off, like, I'm assuming she has a jacket, and she's gonna, like, make a little bundle and then put the gem in the jacket.
It doesn't need to be directly touching you, it just needs to be in your possession.
Okay, but, like, seriously, like, let's help him, because it just tried to do a thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How do we
thank
uncurse
you.
this
Okay, I think maybe we
I
should.
don't think you can.
Okay, how do
I
you
think maybe we
uncurse
should
it?
wait
I was
until.
gonna deliver it to a magic expert
No.
who, like, knew
No,
how
it, like,
to.
literally tried to do a thing. The waiting is not an option. We need to help this
Oh
person.
yes, it's supposed to be like a long term. It would have started slow, would have like made you crazy slowly over the course of time. It seemed
But
natural.
Mary Kate, why don't I go get someone who, if we
So
just
they can
destroy that
arrest him
crown,
and take the gem back? They're just gonna put it back in the crown.
Unless
Somebody
you
tried.
mentioned that it was cursed.
if we destroy
yes,
it
I'm
without
sure they'll be so much
without
more forgiving.
proving to them
I'm
that it's
already
cursed
breaking like
first.
3 laws existing in Deladaren. Currently. I'm
no.
not a
This is
Salvador,
not
I'm
proof.
not allowed to be here.
This is a proof that someone innocent won't get convicted of their crimes. And
And we can provide proof, further proof, but we need to do that in a way that we can ensure that they don't just try and stick this thing on the new king's head. Because it's
Yeah.
very clearly cursed. I felt it.
I know, one of us should go
And
back.
that's technically the
though.
only part of the thing you need
Hold on,
for
hold
the
on,
Ascendant
hold on.
ceremony.
The trial is
Right,
resuming
that's right.
tomorrow, so one of us needs to go back to prevent it from being.
Can I turn back to any
I
who
wanna
I still
try
have
something.
pinned down?
Nose goes.
Sure.
What?
You turn back to Annie.
Yeah.
Jasper.
So Annie, what's your real name?
She spits in your face.
Mary Kate laughs and then is like, nope, not funny.
Ooh, I can. Sawyer will be like, okay, I'm really not cut out for the whole adventure thing, so I can be the one to go back. But who do we want to get?
Get the queen, first of all. She seems to be more open-eared than any of them.
Okay, I'm still confused as to why we're getting people of authority here and not just going with this man's idea of finding a magic expert. He's still under the whole cane of truth thing, so he genuinely says he's going to find an expert of magic to break the
You don't
curse.
think there is one in the kingdom, maybe?
It's definitely not.
Okay.
You don't think they can do magic?
Sawyer, honey, they can't do magic, and the...
We already know that's not true.
You say that out loud?
No.
Yes,
We
you
don't-
do.
Oh God.
Thank you for that information.
Oh God.
There's no way he was around the city the whole time and didn't notice.
They don't use magic out in public.
Yeah, but they have all of the runes in the portal
The
thing.
city is magic, but the city was not originally constructed by them.
That is fair. Yeah. Then good.
Yeah.
You just outed it. It's fine.
No, yeah, they do.
But
have
you would
the
notice that
magic in the
both
city.
Annie and Eos both get like blink twice and get like, oh, that's new information.
Look, there's no one in the city who can uncurse it, so we need to go somewhere not in the city.
Yeah, the city is the magic part.
Well, they gotta have some relation, yeah?
Way to cover.
I'm pretty sure they did explain it that way. Yeah.
Or they find replacement gems. Just break this one, find a new one.
They would
Find a
not-
new gem that's shaped like a sun.
Yeah,
That'll
I'm
be
like,
very easy.
Look, what delegate or figure can we trust? Because we need to tell someone so they don't convict the wrong guy tomorrow.
The queen!
you can tell the royal
Okay.
family that
The
their
queen
gems
is
are
literally
trying to
hoping
kill
that
them.
both her sons are innocent.
I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna
Well,
let
like,
them know.
completely innocent is definitely a stretch.
Oh, why?
I know.
How do you mean?
Why do you think they're not completely innocent?
Because someone enchanted that crown.
Do you think
Further
that
conspiracy.
Who do you think it was?
I definitely think that no one could have copied the way I snuck in and did about my stuff.
no one who didn't?
So he's saying
I
someone
particularly
who
stood
already
in, I
knew
guess you already made me out the secret. I'm particularly skilled in breaking and entering, so like,
Do you think it was one of the spouses, perhaps?
what the hell if I know? I know that very few people knew where the gem is, so either they got loose-lipped and told someone. One of those people did.
I
Well, they did
remember
it
who
themselves.
actually knows where it is.
But I'm pretty sure none of them have magic, but now that you guys have, like, said that they can do magic makes me a little, like,
I
more
mean, they have those
suspicious.
teleportation places in the city, so that's
The
magic,
whole
right?
city is like magic.
Could you not tell? Like, you just
Guys,
walk
you
and...
called me a bad liar. You guys are horrid.
We're not lying.
I mean,
I am
I've
better at
been
you than this.
teleported
We've established
there.
this, right? You are.
No, we haven't. We're
Yeah, you
not.
are. Yeah, you
No,
are.
we're not.
No,
No, we're
no,
not.
no.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
we're not.
Yeah, you
No, we're
are.
not.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
we're-
Yeah, you
No, we're
are.
not.
Yeah, you
No, we're
are.
not.
Yeah, you
No.
are.
Look, is there
No,
any
you're not.
more
you're
important
not.
information that you have that
No.
might be important when...
Stop.
That's the right question, so.
I
When
was a
it,
little distracted.
I've got to go, so is there anything else I need to know before I, like...
I still don't think it's a good idea
Can
to
we
go into the
can we
pinnacle
start
of authority.
questioning the person that stole my stuff?
Yeah, that... Yeah,
Oh yeah,
let's-
that's a good idea. Hey,
let's do that.
Annie.
Stick
Don't look at me, I'm
time.
not stabbing her. She
Did
actually
she look
poses the threat.
surprised when he said the thing was cursed?
Hmm?
Oh, did she look surprised when he said the thing was cursed?
Roll me an investigation check.
And they like despise Faye here, so she's not supposed to be here.
Kate
She's
isn't
definitely not
either.
from here.
Kate is fully in person form. Is like, man, it feels great to have posable thumbs again.
High five. Goes in for high five.
Yes.
The bummer
Another-
Matthias wasn't here. It would have been
I'm feeling
so
really
funny
good
to watch
today.
you hide on him the whole time.
It can be arranged if they're coming here after they deal with their whole shenanigans. Evil plans.
I rolled an 11, by the way.
Why don't you want to poke her?
Why I'm
Okay, so you have one question. Do you want to ask more? Add more to get more
I
questions?
do. We have to pull up the Alright, I'm gonna add make others feel safe. A little bit of everything. And see what they are trying to hide, because that applies.
Okay, so 3 questions.
Alright. Wait, is it called keeper? The people who
Mm-hmm.
That's not one of my questions.
Yeah, I know that. I'm aware
Okay.
that you asking a
Okay.
lore question is not.
Okay. Who is your keeper?
None of your damn business.
Hey, Adalaie.
Are you guys done questioning this guy?
Yes, for now.
Yes, they are.
For now, when we kind of need this.
Freedom! He takes
Oh,
plentiful steps
could've
away
done
from
it
you,
worse.
Adalaie.
I could have done it worse. Anyways.
I could have electrocuted you when you tackled me. I didn't. Both nice.
Glad we have some mutual respect there. Adalai's gonna hobble over to.
Hobble. Any. Quote unquote any.
All right, I'll be nice.
Any, but not a redhead or a vampire.
No, she's a redhead.
She's a redhead.
She's a redhead.
Oh,
Actually,
just not a
no, she's
vampire.
when she transformed, she dropped the human form. She is
Oh.
red
Oh.
skin,
She's a redhead.
long, curly black hair. She looks like a stereotypical devil.
He's free.
Adalaie
Is she also a
Cloven feet.
vampire?
is hard.
The vampire thing. Are you gonna poke her with a stick?
Yes, Adalai's gonna poke her.
I'm going to repeat that. Who is your keeper?
I can't tell you.
That one's actually true.
Why did you want the satchel bag
I was told to retrieve it.
by your keeper?
By someone.
Who told you to retrieve the bag?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
I've been ordered not to.
By your keeper?
Assumably so.
You've played this game before, haven't you?
You mean, am I used to talking to stupid humans who think they should know everything and everything just because they exist? Yeah, I've talked to
That's
Blixlucky
really
before.
You know, that's actually pretty accurate. You know, it's just like in assuming that we should know everything, but should we?
I mean, we were literally told to come here and
This
learn.
concerns-
Situation, yes.
This
In this
situation concerns
situation,
us.
yes.
Yes.
We should know about where the crown went because we are kind of assigned to that. But everything else.
But I mean, also this is part of the information about the crown, which we are also doing.
That's what I meant. We're kind of sort of assigned to this, but in other situations.
I'm glad you have your excuses.
Is your keeper a royal, perhaps?
I can't tell you.
Actually, you can.
No, unfortunately I can't.
Could you point us to where your keeper is?
The direction of my keeper.
Yes.
No, that was her answer. That was not a clarifying question. That was her answer.
Glad one of you caught that.
Alright.
Which direction is your keeper?
Just stop asking about the keeper, because she ain't gonna answer nothing about the keeper.
What are you gonna ask?
They could be
Pretty sure
north,
she
they could
can't.
be south, they could be west, they could be east.
How about this?
All
What are you
kinds of
allowed to tell us concerning your keeper?
Nothing.
Good to know.
Because remember, she was ordered to not tell anything about her keeper. That includes information about identity, information about location, information about where or who, and job title. Anyways, anything
There's a
related
whole,
to
like,
the person. There's no loophole to that.
What was the question?
there's just no loophole. This whole, like,
Wait, what was the question?
familiar thing sucks.
Tele, could you repeat the question? We didn't hear.
Yes,
I
it
didn't say a
does.
question. I was
Oh.
just
This-
yeah, it
explaining that
wasn't a
there's no
question.
loophole. Can refer to location, person, or any sort of form of identification.
What do you know about this? About the stuff in the satchel bag? Items in the satchel bag.
I knew it was in it before I stole it, you mean? Yeah, of course I did.
Do you know what it is, though?
Do I know that it's crown jewel of this pitiful nation? Yeah, I did.
Right, so now I can place where you're from.
Not here. Like, everywhere
here.
else, and, like, a
She's
fae
a
would-
fae. She would still hate this nation even if she was from here.
Mary Kate would like to turn to her and extend her hand and, like, very genuinely be like, I understand you're under orders. I apologize for tackling you.
I do see. What do you have some manners? My name's Inestra.
Nestra? That's a really pretty name.
Thank
It's
you.
good to meet you.
I would say it is a pleasure, but I'd be lying, so... And I'm not allowed to do that right now.
I hope you understand that we can't give you this.
I think you mean. I hope your keeper doesn't understands that we can't give
No.
you this.
You treat her like her own person at the very least.
She doesn't want.
We're not talking to her keeper. We're talking to her.
True.
Yes.
I hope you understand that we're not giving you the gem. I understand you're under orders, but it's not happening, and I'm sorry.
I understand that you think you'll get it into the right hands.
I'll try my best.
I'm sure you will.
How permanent are these orders?
As long as they're alive.
Oh.
And they don't rescind them.
Do you think you are getting it to the right place?
Oh yeah. Good question.
It's really my opinion. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's what we're
Yeah.
asking.
that's exactly what we're asking.
Your opinion.
I think that something so pretty, rotting on the head of a useless monarch is a shame.
So you're not getting it somewhere in order to decrucify it?
No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go with the decrucify answer.
Yeah.
But thanks for playing.
Clearly. Can I go now?
As
Are you
long as
gonna
don't
go?
Take it.
I'll certainly try.
To take it?
To go.
Oh, okay.
Will you promise not to take it, or are you under orders to absolutely take it under any cost?
I will make no promises with anything resembling a human, thank you very much.
Ouch.
Fair enough.
Understandable.
That's understandable.
That's fair. No.
Yeah.
Will you make a promise with me then? Cades chimes in.
Oh.
Looks you up and down.
Aids, coming in clutch.
She actually looks legitimately confused. Looks him up and down. How are you here? Well, it's a long
Most
story,
of the time
but
it's a butterfly.
I was a butterfly, and people here have long hair. That's not what I meant, but okay.
That's the question you asked.
And it's the answer you got. Okay. Still insufferable.
I knew it.
Do we know
Everybody
each other?
knows
Do you
Cade.
know me?
Everybody knows Cade.
Yes. Do you not know me? I don't think we've met. I could be wrong. As established, my memory is old and not great.
Yeah.
What? Never mind.
No.
So you do know Cades.
What were you gonna say there?
Yeah, go for it.
I feel like I just saw you. And it's weird that you're here.
Huh.
Well, I haven't been anywhere
Like,
else.
Squint at Cades.
I can't be in two places at once.
You don't. Do you
Can
have a
you,
twin
though?
brother? Do you have a twin brother?
Do I? Do I have a twin?
Identical twin.
Do I have a twin?
What do you think his
Yeah.
name is? What do you think his name is?
Cades. Okay,
Two Cadeses? That sounds horrible.
yeah, like
Sorry.
the world has enough with just me.
I know, I can only manage one of you. One of you's totally cool, but two of you would just be too much. I
The
think one
world
of
would
you
the
too.
world would end. The world would end.
Yeah.
Two of us, if we were ever in the same room. Maybe that's why we've never met. Two of us in the same room.
You've been here.
Everything
the whole
would just
time.
implode.
Do you have a doppelganger? Is it a doppelganger?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
It's a doppelganger.
Or maybe
Like,
someone stole your
face?
face.
Oh, that'd be not so
Could
fun.
be.
Someone's
it's the other
catfishing
way
people as
around.
you.
Someone
Did you
disguised.
steal someone's face?
No, this is how I look like. You've already met
Do you
people
know that
who-
for sure? What if
Do
you're?
I?
What if you were
What
like
if I look like this?
me?
Oh no, you're my no. What? No.
What if
What if you're
specific
the
memories
copy?
were like taken away from you?
Oh, that's why my memory's crappy. No.
What if you're a fabrication?
My head hurts.
You're making him question his existence, Mary Kate. This is too much.
What if
And
he's the
that's,
fabrication of the original caves?
What if the
Ooh.
other cades is the fabrication of this cade?
Don't we hate it?
But what if it's the other way around? What if we have the fake?
The
What if
cave
we have
paradox.
to
What if I'm fake?
What if we're all fake?
And
What if
that's
we're all figments of your imagination?
Ah.
Turns to the other fate. What if we're all
And that's
figments of
right.
your imagination?
She's not reacting the same way Kate does. She's just looking at this with like,
Anestra, when did you last see Cade?
Or
Cade.
Cade's
Other Cade.
doppelganger? Or the original Cade's?
a month ago.
A month ago.
Mm,
Well, then he was with us still.
Yeah,
He's been
I
with
have
us
like
the entire
I have a
time.
very solid alibi.
Yeah.
Of literally
He was
Yeah, but
busy, from what I've heard, busy terrorizing Matthias.
Thank you. It is an accomplishment.
It's not very hard to do.
No.
He's afraid of butterflies.
He also
That's
gets
the
really
only
upset
weird.
really fast.
Yes.
So
The,
what
the
did you?
key is to torment without breaching that lie. Fun torment.
So
Or just
question.
ask him the same question over and over and over again, and it drives him crazy.
Well, that's annoying.
Who do you think?
But
Who?
yes.
No. Anestra, what exactly was Cade doing? He, like,
Working.
working?
What exactly is your
Cade's
relationship
working.
with
working?
Cade?
You working? Couldn't imagine it.
I was gonna say I've never worked a day in my life, but I've definitely done
Maybe.
real work before.
Maybe you were one Cade, and then they split you into the working Cades and the not working Cades.
That'd be weird.
Maybe Cade worked like cells.
Am I a clone? Do you know this, Anestra? Am I a clone?
Maybe you could. Maybe you guys will operate like
You are
cells.
still astonishingly annoying in whatever form you take.
What was your relationship?
I wasn't
to
a
the
yes
other
or a no, Cades.
Shit, you're right.
Please stop making
What
him
was-
paranoid.
What was the other Cade's like job thing? What was he doing?
Storyteller.
I'm gonna turn to look at Cades.
That
You
does
tell
sound like
stories?
that does sound like a job I
Wait.
do though.
Wait,
That's a
Eo.
fun job.
Wait, Eo. Remember that story you said? How long ago was that story?
A couple months ago.
Any chance he was pink?
I don't remember. They'll fey all over Andrathis.
Because I know, like, yeah,
Because the laughing part matches. the-
Might have been. I don't want to like.
laughing. I'm gonna turn to look at Cades. Did you do that?
I don't remember making this person in particular double over laughing.
Must have been your clone, or maybe you're the clone.
Maybe.
Ah,
Is
You
there
don't remember
another-
making a clone, do you?
no!
Thus
Cades,
supports
is
the
there
theory
another
that you
fake
are the
laughter?
clone.
While they're talking, Adalaie is going to take out from her little purse the portion of Delta's diary where he mentioned what his powers were
Hmm.
and hands them over to Jasper.
And as the notes, because I don't think Adalaie has shared what she read to anyone yet.
Yeah.
Not here.
And as she hands them over, we pull away. Leaving this group of odd people, missing one as Eos has made a sneaky exit while you all were distracted.
course he has. But he didn't take the gem with him.
No, that is still in Mary Kate's custody.
What a good thing!
We pull away to a shining invitation. To whom it may concern, you are cordially invited to attend the yearly ball held by Sage Master Ismael Barcero. The theme this year is Masquerade Mystery, as it is a year of change and no one knows the identity of our next leader. Please dress as lavishly as possible, and remember to check your weapons, wands, and stays at the door. A grand ball is no place for conflict. And as always, do remember to be careful. The spirit of madness is on the prowl once more, and we don't want any of our party guests dropping dead, now would we? Most sincerely, the Throne Council of Andrathis. And with that, episode 32 of Kingmakers Flight comes to a close. I've been your MC, and we'll see you all next time.